In this video, we're going to be covering the actual number input value, or the number input widget as we call it. So this enables you to do multiple different things, whether that's from very beginner math, from asking how many store items they want to purchase, to how many nights they want to spend in your Airbnb, all the way up to very, very complex math calculations. So let's go ahead and let's take a look inside of the actual number input widget. Okay, so first off, we need to head off into the actual question block itself. So let's go ahead and right click and we come into the question block. Okay, great. So now we've got all the actual inputs displayed here. So we're going to go ahead and select on the actual number input itself. Great, so just like the actual text widget itself then, or the text input, you're able to do many different things, whether you want to ask the user to type in an input, or you can actually display predefined inputs by using the quick replies there. Okay, so let's go through a couple of variations here then. So let's ask a really simple question to our users or to our customers. So we could just simply put in, how many would you like to order? Okay, something simple like that. So the first thing we want to do is we want to store this value within inside of a custom field. So we're just going to use one called number. Okay, and this could be called literally anything that you want it to be. Okay, so we can just leave it as that. So let's come out of there. And let's move across this item here. So what I want to do now is I just want to open up a text format or a text block here using the send message function. Okay, great. So what we want to do then is we want to display the user's answer maybe inside of a sentence or whatever it may be. Okay, so let's just put something simple in as great. We have reserved. And then we're going to put the number function within inside there, or the number custom field. Okay, so let's put in there number seats for you. Okay, something like that. So this is just showing you that the user can actually just type in any type of input and then we can display an answer based on that. Okay, let's go ahead and let's go in and preview this. But first, let's connect the starting step to the first block. Okay, great. Now publish, and let's go ahead and preview. Okay, so we've got the message come through on how many would you like to order. Okay, so I'm going to put in an input as just a number 4 and select on enter and send the message. Great, we have reserved 4 seats for you. So as you can see there, then we're just using a simple input and displaying the user's answer in a simple text format. Okay, so let's just advance this a little bit more. All right, so let's go ahead, and what we're going to use is we're going to use the actual quick replies to define predefined answers for the user. Okay, let's go back into the actual first question block itself. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and predefine some answers here. Okay, so we're going to put in 1, okay, and 1 on there. Save. And we're going to put in another answer. Just going to put in 2. I'm going to say the value is 2. Okay, and we'll just keep it as that. Okay, so what we're going to do is now publish again and preview the same flow, but this time we can actually go in and select the button. Or if the user still wants to type it in, if they don't see a number that suits them, then they can simply just type it in. Okay, let's go ahead. So how many would you like? Okay, let's go for 2. And as you can see there, then great, we have reserved 2 seats for you. Okay, very, 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 very simple. Okay, so you can actually take this a whole lot further. Like I said at the beginning of the video, is that you can start creating some really complex or even simple math calculations. And to utilize that then, we would use such thing as inside of the action block. We'll be coming on to these inside of the actions videos anyway. Okay, if you was to come into basic actions here then, we can go ahead and set variable values. So here then, this is where you would select your number field. So let's just go in and we're going to select a number. Inside of here then you'll see the operations, and inside the operations then here then you can see the input value, math, formula calculation, get length. We've got addition, subtraction, multiply, and then we come down into things like divide, modulus, the power, natural logarithms, square root, round floors, and so many more inside of there. So you can actually see that you can start really creating some really great math calculations in there, whether that's as simple math as adding 1 product, 2 products, 3 products, and telling them, saying, hey, you've got 5 products in your store, okay, all the way up to creating crazy things like BMR calculators and so many more. So I'm going to leave you to it, let you have a play with inside of the actual number input fields, and we'll see you in the next video.